Hi. Today I want to talk about why you might use the Word of the Day practice and what makes it special and unique. Well, for one thing, it doesn't take much time. In the olden days, a lot of us did a practice where we would write something called morning pages, and it would take about 15 or 20 minutes in the morning. And it was great, a fantastic technique, but suddenly the 21st century happened, and our attention spans and our time has speeded up, and we really don't have that kind of time to take the time with ourselves. I developed the Word of the Day technique to be something that you can do in about 4 or 5 minutes in the morning. And if you want to do a second part, you can do 4 or 5 minutes at night. So one of the things that makes the Word of the Day unique is it's a very efficient practice. Because of the way you do it, it goes straight into your creative unconscious. You pull out stuff that you need, and then that's it. You're done. And for someone who is a writer, writing that many pages can either be inspiring or, in my case, it used to make me tired. I needed to save the writing for the writing, if you know what I mean. So one of the things that makes the practice unique is that you can be very, very creative with yourself. You can form sort of a spiritual connection, be very tuned in 2 or 4 minutes. Another thing that makes the practice unique is the spiritual connection, which gets you right into your creative center. There's something about the process of making the circles and doing the smile, fake smile I call it. You do a fake smile, it shoots dopamine up to your brain. What this does is it allows you to control your mood at will. Now, like any other form of electricity, what you want is you want the electrical current of your creativity to flow. But our other part of ourselves, our inner critic, keeps shutting you down like a circuit breaker by putting doubt and self-consciousness and criticism and this whole idea of self-esteem where you're looking at your own mirror to see if you're doing things right. Every time you flip out there, you shut down sort of the river of creativity that you have unleashed. So one of the things that makes the Word of the Day unique is that you can use this process as you're writing. It takes, a minute or 2 minutes to do one, to keep yourself flowing and to start to combat the doubt and the self-criticism that we're all taught to actually value, which is crazy, but that we do. We think it's somehow virtuous to suffer. I think most of us have suffered enough by the time we get to 21 that, if we didn't suffer anymore, we'd still have plenty of lessons to be learned. The other part of the thing that is unique about the Word of the Day practice is that when you do it, you start to accept yourself. I can't explain it, but I know that having done it myself for many years and having taught it to many, many of my students, what happens is that after a while, because you have awakened in the morning and the first thing you do is create something new, because the Word of the Day and doing that little cluster and then writing a little bit is an act of creation, suddenly your need to be self-criticizing, etc., starts to diminish. Because what you start to understand on an emotional level is that it's not necessary. You're not a person who needs that kind of punishment. You're a person who is creative. So if you find this interesting, please come and join us on social media, etc.